Hey guys, Nick here from S2 Strategic Defense, and in this video I'll be showing you guys some unarmed responses to an active shooter. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so in this video I'll be showing you guys what's called a three-man collapse, which is a team tactic, but it's not necessarily a trained team. It's not a SWAT team, or it's not a fugitive response team or anything like that. It's just one person who's delegating simple roles to two other people who are willing to help you out. The concept behind the three-man tactic is that we want to collapse this person hard to the floor. We do that by collapsing their movement. We do that by collapsing their balance. We do that by collapsing their intentions. We could do that by collapsing their immediate action. And we're going to just drive them to the floor as hard and as violent as possible. Once we get past that, I'll show you guys a couple modifications that I like to the three-man collapse. And at the end of the video, I'll be showing you guys a single person response to an active shooter. Are we ready? Let's get started.
First guy is going to make what we call a strong side flank approach. What simply means is my active shooter is holding the gun to his right side, okay? So I'm gonna come from the strong side. Flank meaning I'm coming from his back approach, okay, instead of a frontal approach. So we have the strong side flank approach. Component number one has to come, rock the head, and turn him, okay? And you can start to see how he starts to get tilted back, starts to roll over to one side, not quite sure what's going on quite yet. Role player number two has to come strip the firearm out of the shooter's hands, okay, and get clear. Role player number three has to come down, wrap around the legs, and we're gonna tackle this person to the floor, face down. Okay, so we have our active shooter to the floor. It's really important to have this person face down and controlled. I don't know if he's got an explosive device on his body. I don't know if he's got another gun, a knife, a grenade. Who knows? We want to keep this person down, face down, as long as possible. Okay, so we're gonna designate roles first, okay? Guys, I'm gonna grab his head. I need you to grab the gun out of his hands. I need you to get around his legs. We're gonna tackle him. Are you guys ready? Ready. Stay close. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, roll right here. Okay, and you see how we've maintained him. Now I use my knee pin on the back of his head because I know he's not going to struggle too much. Whatever you guys know or are able to do to keep this person down, that's what you should do. Okay, so we can make some modifications. Even though you don't have your firearm, that doesn't mean you don't have weapons of opportunity, meaning things that are just around in real life. Right now I'm using a t-shirt, and I'm gonna modify that same three-man tactic using a t-shirt, okay? Number two and number three are the same. The first guy that approaches is where the t-shirt comes in handy. Watch how I do this. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do what's called a mask method, which means I leave the t-shirt open like this, okay? I'm going to get around the shooter, around his face and mask, and I bring these together, okay? Then I still have the same pull, and my number two and my number three guy are gonna still come in and do the same things as we take this person down. And then the second modification that we can make to the three-man collapse method is still using the t-shirt, except now we're gonna do what's called the rope method. So we, kind of like the boys' locker room, right, where we snap in towels. Okay, so we're gonna wrap the same thing around. And now, instead of going over his eyes and over his nose and over his mouth, we're gonna try and get this from the nose down to the chin, even into the throat area is fine by me. And that's gonna look like this. We still make the same approach. I still get over the top. I come on in here. I'm going to bind the t-shirt, and I'm going to start pulling as hard as I can while my number two and number three are getting to work here. Here we go. And what that allows you to do is have a choking device at the end of this if I need to bring this person unconscious. For this particular method, I'm going to show how you guys do this with an edged weapon. Okay, now this is a training knife. It doesn't have to be a knife. It can be a broken bottle, it could be a pen, it could be all kinds of things, okay? It doesn't make a difference. Again, weapons of opportunity are all around you in life, so grab something that's short and sharp that's going to replicate the same characteristics as a blade. All right, so I have my active shooter. I still make my strong side flank approach. I get behind the shooter.
All right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed that video. If you guys did, please make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Make sure you follow us over on our Facebook page at S2 Strategic Defense. And the biggest thing you guys can do for me is head on over to my website and sign on up for the newsletter, and that's at www.s2strategic.com. Until then, be safe, be well, and I'll see you guys in the next one.